So we are trying attempt number 2 at our hockey rink. In attempt number 1, we had a liner down there, and we were using the hose to put in a whole bunch of water from the house. And at the lowest point in that corner, there was ice that was forming, but it was also running through our boards. And luckily, I had another piece of this nice heavy plastic that I got at Home Depot. You can see right there where my water was running out. So what I should have done is I should have put up my boards first, and then I should have looked at filling it up without my liner, without having holes in it. We had about an 8 or 9 inch snow the other day, and I put the snowblower on this thing. And that was a big mistake because it punched some holes as I turned, and the water started getting underneath there on the original liner. So now here's liner 2. It's gonna fill hopefully like a swimming pool. And at that point, we will have hopefully some marginal success where the kids can come out here and have fun and, you know, shoot a puck around or shoot a ball, play around on the ice, and get out of COVID quarantine for a while. So putting in the fence posts and the lower boards around this didn't take very long. It took about an hour and a half, making sure that the boards were connected. And then right as we had everything all set and we had our original liner, then we got a big dumping of snow. And that big dumping of snow, I should have been smarter. I thought I had more ice on this thing. I should have been smarter about maybe using a push broom or something to get 9 and 10 inches of snow off. But there were spots on here where it was almost like 2 feet, 16 inches, 18 inches, 2 feet of drifts. So that's a hard thing to do with a push broom. But anyway, right now it's filling up, and we're gonna let it go for a while. The time is 8:38 in the morning, and I'm gonna guess that we'll be done filling this up around noon. So we'll see. Well, it's been filling for about a half hour, and seems like it just takes forever here, but I have a low spot in that corner that has to fill in, and then hopefully everything else comes up with it. Put a couple clamps, one back there, and I put a clamp up here, and I'm pretty sure they'll hold. This liner will help a ton. But anyway, if you do this, always choose a morning that maybe isn't below 0 so you can come out here and not be freezing. It's probably about 15 degrees here in Minnesota, and this is a fun little project to do, and hopefully the boys appreciate it and enjoy it and get out here and have fun. After an hour, we're getting some nice filling going on. This corner is full back there, and the water's creeping up. Our letter G is going to be hopefully shown in the middle. And looks like 2020 is probably going to be covered up for the most part. And then here's where we had on the old liner, Pfizer Arena. But yeah, that's going to be covered up for the COVID shot. But yeah, we're making progress slowly but surely. It's fun to see. I'm going to guess still hold with my noon. After 1 hour, I'm still going to guess we'll hold with the noon finish time for filling this. We're about halfway flooded, and water is reaching the corner over here. It was still stuck back here about half hour ago, but now it's reaching up here. And then the neat part is we got water that has just started to make it up to the top here. My yard is sloped, so building up that corner has been critical to make sure that we have success on this project. It's about an hour and 20 minutes in, 10 o'clock right now, and we have water making it up to that corner, which is huge. I had to reinforce the plastic back there just to make sure that water didn't leak out, which would have ruined my day. Otherwise, that edge is really coming along and filling in. Edge of the water is starting to rise. It's kind of neat to see. I still think we have 2 more hours of filling yet to go. And then it'll sure be fun to see my water bill this coming month too. Every so often you get a low spot or a bubble or a part of the plastic that has to be rearranged, and you just kind of find that out as the water spreads out and I guess creates those. So just be aware that you have to walk around and check it every so often. We're at an hour and a half of filling, and that corner over here has already started to freeze, and the moving water towards our problem corner is still kind of moving around and whatnot, but our corners are freezing there and there. So this is really exciting progress here. Then I added another little thing here just to kind of prop this end up. Otherwise, really all we have left is about 5-6 square feet of water that needs to cover our real estate spot here. The water needs to cover, and we're in great shape. So 2 liners is what it took. After 3 hours of filling, I'm happy to report that my rink is full. I'm going to give it another 15 minutes or so just to be sure. Well, I shut off the water a couple minutes early. It's just a little bit before noon. And right now, our rink is completely flooded. Everything is just the way you want it to be. There is about an inch, at least an inch thickness all the way around. And back there's about 6 inches of thickness in that corner because of the slope of the what we have. But that's it. Cost was pretty minimal. We'll wait to see what our water bill ends up being. The 2 sheets of plastic that I put down, which I only needed 1, but I put holes in one, $30 each. I had the snow fence, I had the poles, some paint for decoration, and that's really the expense we put into this. Like I say, we'll find out what the water bill has to offer, but probably less than $100 making the backyard rink. Just using materials that we had and just shoring up some places, you know, where the plastic sheet kind of rolls down a little bit after you put a little pressure on it. Got to be ready to do that kind of thing. Like I said, thanks for watching. That's been your ice rink for under $100, and hope anybody can do it. I'm not Mr. Mechanical, and I think that anybody could do this. So thanks for watching.